Ever hear of a little film called Moonfall? It's a movie made for, they budgeted for $140 million. And if you look at it, it looks like most of it's in special effects. I got some name stars in it, yeah, I think that helps. But their take was under 60 million at the box office. Basically, what a moonfall is our moon on this planet is slowly edging away. You go back 100 million years, the moon is a lot bigger. You go back 1 billion years, the moon is a lot bigger. And that has major effect on oceans. Yeah, move Titanic, yeah, earthquakes, volcanoes. But now it's 250,000 miles away and nothing. The theory with moonfall is the moon is decaying. Its orbit is decaying. At a certain point, the Earth's gravitation is going to take that moon and break it into pieces. And as it's broken into pieces, that thing, guess where those pieces are going to hit. And they can come in like they did 65 million years ago and make a hell of a big mess of everything. But before that happens, as the moon moves closer, tidal surges are going to be there. If you're tides that were, a foot, are now going to be 50 feet. If you're in Los Angeles, you're going to get flooded. Run to Denver. Denver is going to be an oceanfront property. If you're in Florida, say goodbye. If you're in the lower states, say goodbye. If you're in New York, you're gone. And that's for the rest of the world. And how long will this take? Well, they're looking at it, and it's coming in here quickly, in months. That's impossible. Yes, it is. In months, that moon is going to crash into the planet. That's impossible. And so they sent up a probe to find out, and they looked in there and they saw this great big round hole, perfectly round hole in the moon. What's this? So they sent a probe into the moon, which got down 26 kilometers, stopped, and was rejected. Oh, no, there's something wrong here. Turns out to be, now this is very quickly, in minutes you're told. The Earth was terraformed by a higher intelligent species from another part of the universe, or the universe? It could be. And they're terraforming it because on their world, they created nanoprobes who at one point, instead of being slaves, decided to rebel against the intelligent life, and they killed all the intelligent life except for a few, and that those few want to keep their, quote, civilization going, so they find this sun here in the early stages, and what they do is they terraform a planet. Okay, and then they seed it with themselves here. Okay. Oh, how interesting. So whatever happened to the other planets? Never said anything about other planets. They just terraformed this one. And so the other planets are created by how again? Yeah. So you have to at this point think there's something really major wrong. And it turns out to be, remember the theory about the Earth? Journey to the center of the Earth? Well, we're sending a probe up there, and we're going to blast the moon before it gets too close to the Earth. And say if they put this great big bomb, they send a rocket up there. Turns out those nanoprobes were after civilizations that get to the point of having the electronics. So they will attack anything that is electronic. And they go after this. Well, now you get the shaft going into the moon. It turns out to be the shaft has metal around it. Oh. It's a shaft. It's a pipe. They go further and further and further and further. And they find out the moon is actually a hollow sphere with all this moving equipment around it. It has a little mini sun sitting in the middle of it for energy. And it turns out to be the moon is not just losing its orbit, it's being forced into the Earth. Because these creatures who happen to have the nanoprobes, which happen to control this thing, is taking the whole move and shoving it into the Earth so to destroy all the humans down there. Oh, great. That's Moonfall. Yes. And what they do is, do they destroy the moon? No. What they do is kill the bad nanoprobes. Okay. Destroy them all. And what the moon had done is lost its surface, all that rock in there. Now it's sitting up there as this great big sphere. Okay. This is a movie where they basically require you to shut up your thinking. And if you look at the credits, and there's a lot of credits. Most of this stuff, all the money was spent, $140 million. Basically, was you spend it on effects. Yeah, because everything like blue screen, green screen, everything's an effect on it. Effects are great until I think it works pretty good up till you find out the moon is actually a hollow ball. That thing, and then you say the planet was terraformed by another intelligent beings. Okay. And then they were saved. They got rid of the bad nanoprobes. They destroyed them. And they saved the world. And now when you look at the skies, you see this great big metal sphere up there with little rings running around from what have you, from all that rock that was on the moon. Whee! Did it make big? I'm quite sure at a certain point it really got killed on the internet. I don't know what it did in tomatoes or onions or poop train, but that thing.